All right. Okay, let's dive right into it. Shonen Shonen Jump just dropped a brand new manga called Kanato's Magic. The grand adventure of the ultimate support character begins. So Shonen Jump is trying to enter into the what do I say about that? The isekai trope, I guess, because there's so many isekai out there where there is a side character that has the ultimate healing and then he becomes OP, or the ultimate shield, or they're just side characters on different isekai that exist out there, and then they just have a different type of adventure. So Shonen Jump just biting off of that, or is there more to this manga? I don't know. We will see. Kanato's Magic. The art looks pretty basic. Um, the symbol is cool. I'm not expecting a lot. That's my conclusion as of right now. I'm not expecting a lot. Okay. Mana. Another magical series. Nothing wrong with that. Shout out my creatine tablets. Mana, a mysterious energy that quietly flows through all things. However, only certain beings can control that mana. Those beings are called mages. My name is Kanato, and I'm a mage. Nothing mind blowing, nothing crazy as of yet. Pretty standard stuff. Pelvic realignment, fascia release, warming circulation surge. I took over the family business and now run the town's Cerate clinic where I help people realign their bodies and energy. Jessica, hello, hello. Reading some manga right now. Um, so this guy is a chiropractor when he uses magic. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. A country town in the eastern part of Rahua Kingdom. Thanks for helping me out again, Kanato. You got me feeling right as rain in no time. The magic of yours is seriously incredible. Not to mention, it makes me feel great. I'm really glad to hear that. It's thanks to you that I always feel healthy enough to keep working, Kanato. Not at all. I'm just doing my job. How would a chiropractor sound? Not at all. I'm just doing my job. No, I don't know. Oh, by the way, I also use my magic to close the wound on your arm and speed up its healing. Man, I've got nothing but respect for Seitai magic. You don't miss a single detail, Kanato. It's no big deal. It's the only thing I've been able to do after all. Isn't there like an isekai anime where this guy's whole thing is healing? Let me look it up. Isekai uh anime where the dude heals. The wrong way to use healing magic. What is that about? An ordinary walk-home turns into an epic journey after suddenly being dropped into another world. Two fellow student learns he was summoned there by accident, but thanks to one discovers a unique aptitude of healing magic. Now he trains beyond human limitations, using self-healing abilities to gain absurd strength and unrivaled stamina. That's what this anime is right here. If it just turns into that, then oh my goodness, the originality, man, it's just not there. Let's continue. Man, I got nothing but respect for. I already read that. But come to think of it, I bet those guys from the Adventures Guild are even more incredible. There's even people who can use magic to shoot flames. They're totally different from you, Kanato, in a good way. Yeah, all I do is just adjust the flow of mana to enhance my therapeutic treatment. All right, done with all my appointments for the. Hey, Linai, Kanato. Okay, so we got the typical female character. Shout out. She's bullying the boy. You got the cute thing, got the short skirts. If this is in a fantasy world, why does she dress like a high school teenager in Japan with the schoolgirl outfit? Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. How much money can you lend me today? Don't ask me something like that with those sparkly. Oh, she's a gold digger. Oh, come on. How can you say no to your adorable childhood friend's request? Seriously, I don't have enough to lend. Hey, Lanai, come on. Hey, you're going to split my head open. She just put him on a freaking chokehold. Not even a chokehold. A guillotine. That's what you would call it. A guillotine. Or something, a variation of it. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to get so hard. It didn't mean to go so hard. Pause. That's odd. I could have sworn the book said intense physical touch is sure to loosen the purse strings of naive childhood friends. Throw that book away. Okay, so she reads lewd stuff. You can see why this is going to appeal certain individuals. Anyways, all jokes aside, you were joking. Here, did you just take that out from your satchel? One of our guests at the inn is very fond of this plant, and she's heartbroken that it suddenly starts wilting. So I was hoping to buy her a new one. I'm juggling a bunch of part-time jobs, but I won't get paid for a while. Oh, okay. All right. So in this scene, the boy has an eye thing, so he's able to see something. He's able to see the mana circuits or whatever to figure out what's wrong. I'm sure that's going to be a broken ability in the future. Okay. All right. We're here. You scammed me out of $60 before? I don't know who you are, bro. Um, it's mana. It's all jumbled up. Even plants have mana flowing through them, though it's a small amount. I wonder if I could just adjust the mana to bring it back into order. First, draw out the withered plants, then infuse the optimal amount of water, and now it's time for my magic. And then there you go. He fixed the plant. So he can basically restructure the mana in the plant to make it brand new. That seems pretty broken to me. Seems like a failed usage of what it can do. It's all buff and healthy again. You're amazing, Kanato. I'm glad it worked out. Can you make me all buff too, especially my butt? I always have to remember this is Shonen. I sold you a fake gold, told you it was 10 carats. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't have a gold chain. What are you yapping about? I have to always remember that when it comes down to these type of manga and Shonen Jump, it's technically still Shonen. So it's the demographic is young male audiences. So jokes like this, it's par for the core, man. Par for the core. What I did just now is different from treatment. Doing it to a person would cause way too much strain on them. Excellent. Now some impressive magic. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the only mage in this town. Who are you? Those three are adventurers. Yesterday at the inn, they asked if there was anyone who could use magic around here. These people obviously look very shady. Adventurers. Okay, cool little helmet we got going on right here with the adventurers. Pretty interesting little helmet situation. You got a character, of course, you got to see the butt. Of course you do. A little badass, big sword. We got our bald black dude. It looks black. He's holding something. We got the mysterious guy in the corner. He's probably a young prodigy. Then we got a main character with a badass helmet and a cool cloak. Okay, shout out the adventurers. They belong to guilds and travel all around the world taking on missions. Their quests include everything from slaying monsters to conquering labyrinths and guarding kingdoms. They're undeniably the experts in combat. According to what Miss Lanai here told us. We hear you're a very powerful mage. No, I'm not. I'm really not at all. No need to be humble. She said you've contributed greatly to this town with that magic of yours. And when I watched you before, it came to me just like that. Your magic has the power to control plants. No, all of nature, doesn't it? No, it's therapeutic. I help people with all their body ailments using Seitai magic. All it did was apply it to the body to accelerate regeneration. Seitai. Oh, you're right. My shoulder isn't as stiff anymore. Yo, this Lanai girl is such a. She's so toxic. But still, just being able to use magic at all makes you special. Sorry for getting your hopes up. And on that note, I have a favor to ask. We want you to come with us to the southern western forest and help us slay a dragon there. A dragon? It's essential for our party to be in tip-top shape to slay the dragon. Even the Sentai magic of yours is sure to be a big help. We'll pay you, of course. Oh my, I think I'd receive part of the reward as a referral fee if you succeed. All right, Lanai's a jokester. Never mind about me. It's Kanato I'm worried about, seriously. Sorry, but could you give me some time to think about it? I want to say I'm worried I just slow you down. I don't think I can help much with my magic. I'd like to think I'm aware of my own limits. All right then. Kind of bored. This manga is kind of boring me. I'm not too interested. I'll push through. I'll give it a fair shot. We won't force you or anything. Give it some thought. Be waiting by the front gates of the town tonight for your answer. But keep this in mind. If we let this dragon run wild, it could pose a threat to this town too. What a waste. Sorry about the money. That's not what I mean. I thought it was your dream, Kanato. If only I could be an adventurer. Wish my magic could help tons of people. We've been saying that ever since we were kids. I just think never following through with it and letting it end up as nothing more than a dream is a waste after all. That's all. Even this magic's sure to be a big help. I already shout out W friend, trying to convince him that hey, go on the adventure, go have some fun, go prove that you're one of them ones. I'm mad at it. Home, grandma. Some adventurers asked me to help them out. They said if I don't and a dragon shows up here, the town will be in danger. What if that actually happens? What should I do? You're such a wonderful Seitai practitioner that I'd be proud to send you off anywhere, Kanato. You've always helped me out so much. You're the kindest boy I know. Now, take care out there and do a good job. Thanks, Grandma. There he is. Sorry for being late, but please take me with you. Really excellent. If there's even a chance that all the skills I've learned so far can be helpful, honestly, it might be more than I can handle, but I really want to know how far I can go. In that case, very clearly, evil people. You don't have these type of smiles if you don't have evil intentions. Come on now. Hide it a little better, please. Shall we head out? Jump ahead. Oh, do you guys have some kind of strategy? Strategy. Oh, right. A strategy. Basically, was like lure him to this spot. Can't believe this kid's magic is Seitai. How useless. Oh, don't worry. There isn't actually a dragon, and we're not adventurers either. But you really are special because people who can use magic can be sold as slaves for loads of money. That's what I thought was about to happen. They were going to kidnap him, and because his magic sucks. You know what this reminds me of? Very subtly, this could be like a Magi situation. One of the beginning things that happened in Magi is Aladdin and Alibaba were kidnapped. So we'll see. Get in there. And then we meet the other main character who has cool look, handsome. I'm sure he's going to be a badass and a demon in a fight. We'll see how this plays out. It's not what it looks like. This grass is edible. That's the part he's worried about. Oh, he was eating grass. It's called sugar grass. It has tons of minerals in it. I swear I don't have a habit of eating grass. Okay. I don't want some younger kid to hate me. Why do you try to call me big bro? All right. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Fake adventurers and a dragon, huh? Yeah, I got totally duped. There's something you should remember. Real adventurers wear a special badge like this one. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, I'm the real deal. I'm the captain of Adventurers Guild called the Iron Fangs. My name's GN. Okay, we got an adventurer, a captain, the real deal. Wait, the captain of an adventurers guild. Yeah, you got captured, huh? So there's some pretty good comedy in it. I'll give it that. You got situations where he's making a hilarious face. I think comedy could be a very good selling point for this manga to retain an audience. I tracked down a group of smugglers called the Black Market nearby. I was breaking their bones one by one when one of them got away. Bones. I chased after him, but then I saw a girl giving away free food samples on the street. But why? I just couldn't resist the temptation, so I had a taste and wait, why? I was totally laced with sleep medicine. So he fell right into their trap. Hilarious, right? I didn't think it's very funny. Anyway, this rope's a kind of magical device, and it's a huge pain. The more you try to loosen it, the tighter it gets. Plus, it's draining my mana. It's been a while now since I got captured. I only have a little bit of mana left. Think I might be able to get us out of here. You, what are you gonna do? By using what my grandma taught me, Seitai magic. Seitai. So it's interesting that this eye is pretty dope. This whole thing, and now there's a little flame next to his eye too. This eye thing is looking like it will be pretty interesting moving forward. Yeah, this magical device is well contracted. If we're comparing it to a muscle, basically its mana is in a state of tension. If we're comparing it to a muscle, there isn't a treatment application, so I wouldn't use it on a person, but maybe it could work on the magical device. I'll channel my Seitai magic through it and adjust the flow of its mana. And relaxation. He freed himself. I did it. Wow. Good. You're good. You saved me. I'm glad I could help. Let's hurry up and get back to town. There are guys keeping watch outside. Leave them to me. Hey, shouldn't you all be keeping watch? No, the rope's got complex magic layered on it by several mages. You really think they'll be able to struggle against it, let alone escape? And then, of course, our main character got through it pretty easily. And now we got secondary main character on demon mode. Okay. All right. That's pretty funny. Puts them right through all of them through the wall. And then we got a little badass cloak, little demon. We got, okay. Dare I say, aura. Incredible. So that's how the captain of a real adventurer guild fights. All right. Now, where's the rest of them? Damn it. That guy's a monster. His mana should have been mostly drained. So how do you even get out? All right. Change of plans. Better make a break for it before they spot me. Huh? Oh, you really are, Captain, aren't you? Totally believe that you're way beyond awesome, GN. Oh, there's a monster showing up. Oh, yeah. I'm awesome, right? Change your mind about me? Yeah, absolutely. Something must have collapsed because of your rampage. Oh, maybe I went a little too hard. Okay, this bug is kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Some really funny faces. They haven't come across a dragon. The dragon design looks pretty dope. Scales, the details, the moon in the background, the contrast of exposition is pretty dope, and the shadows. And then they're just like, what the hell? What the hell? Whoa! Why is there a real dragon here? Don't tell me their base was near a dragon's lair after all. Grr. I don't have any way to call for backup out here either. I've got no choice but to defeat it. But I thought you said you barely had any mana left. No worries. I have confidence in my martial arts skills. Whoa. And then he did some, our main character helped his body a little bit, adjusted the mana you had left, and realigned your joints so you can move at all full range. You can adjust mana? That sounds pretty broken, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry I can't do more. You did plenty. I feel so light. Check out these moves. Your magic. It's the type that really kind and caring towards others. You have my word. I'll protect you and your town, but it's dangerous, so you better get out of here. Right now, Gian is fighting so hard to protect me. Magic's the type that's really kind, trying to save me. And I gotta help him too. It kind of looks like Deku. This very much looks like Deku. I wonder if I should have looked up where this mangaka what type of stories this mangaka written. Hold on. Why can't I screenshot? I'll look it up after. Why is it not letting me screenshot? Hold on. All right, to be an extra, hold on, let me see. There we go. It's like, bro, why is it just not letting me screenshot? Fixed it. We're back. Let's go back to the main screen just in case. Copyright, all that. Very clearly looks like Deku. New manga? What's good, Lonnie? Yeah, it is a new manga. It's called Kanato's Magic. Doesn't this guy look like Deku? He just looks like Deku. Kanato's Magic, chapter 1. Just check it out, see what the vibes are. It's kind of meh. Kind of funny. Kind of meh though. This massive bowl is full of mana. To be precise, its magic works. Setai magic. Flow boost. Oh, that's pretty badass. Deku from Fashion like facts. Facts. So the guy put his mana into this ball. This symbol obviously makes this guy very important. Whatever this symbol is, he's probably a secret badass. And then he just got a ball, and then he's gonna throw it like a fastball. All right. We got a low-key demon. Adjusting mana and controlling it, setting the flow of all types of energy into motion. He's a kind boy. He always uses magic for the good of his patients. What would happen if you were to cast off those restraints? So he's secretly a badass, is what you're telling me. Oh, he just did Spirit Ball. This is straight Yantra's move. He can control the ball, and then he accelerated, completely knocking out this dragon. He just did Spirit Ball. This kid's obviously extremely broken. He just didn't know it yet. Okay, cool. Setai sick. The other character is funny. I should definitely never use that on my patient. You're a great bat there. It was seriously amazing. What's your name? It's kind of so. This is basically an adventure story of Kanato realizing its potential. Nothing complex, nothing crazy. It could still bang. You don't need any, like Black Clover is technically not a very unique story. So we'll see. Seriously, me, what's your name? It's Kanato, and you're a Setai practitioner right now. Surely you've done something else, right? Like as a mercenary or a monster hunter or something? No. I've just worked at our Sentai clinic in town with my grandma. So you're seriously just an ordinary Sentai practitioner? Yes, for real? Kanato, what do you think about becoming an adventurer and joining my guild? Very simple Shonen formula, Lonnie, for sure. Huh? Me join your guild? I'm usually pretty stiff, but check this out. It's all thanks to your magic. It's credible. I'd be so great if you could lend us your power. So this guy could heal people. He can make you stronger, and then he can use his magic to knock out dragons. He's the full package. There's no way I could do that. I'm just a Sentai practitioner. And well, I know my limits. Do you really? Because you just defeated a dragon, Kanato. Don't you think being an adventurer fits your abilities best? I'm actually thinking about it. If I could be helpful, I want to give it a try. I want to be an adventurer, help out other adventurers. But what would I tell Grandma? Grandma said, okay. He became an adventurer. And then the random girl that has no abilities decided to go with him. The love interest that's kind of funny, that kind of bullies him, and then says lewd stuff. Very simple Shonen story. Nothing too crazy in my opinion. I will not be reading it weekly. Sorry to say for the creator, but if it survives the infamous acts, I'll pick it back up. Who's created this? I'm trying to figure out the mangaka. There's no name. Wait, what? There's no name of a mangaka here. That's weird. Hold on. Yeah, created by Kiyo Tanimoto. When I look up Under Doctor, which I do like, I think Under Doctor is very interesting. But there's no name for Kanato's magic. That's very weird. Hold on, let me look this up. When I looked up the manga, it gave me Minato from Naruto. It's there on the it's on the app. Okay, so it's not on the website, but it's on the app. Hold on, let me look at the app. Kento Eminia. That's weird. Okay, so it's just like an interface thing. Kento Emiya. Kento Imamiya. There we go. So this person has worked on this manga. Damn, 5.4. Damn, 6.5. Damn, 6.5. He does not have a good track record. Oh man, he does not have a good track record. Have I read it? Have I read this? Rui Senki? Have I seen this? I have seen this. I have read this. This got axed. I've read this. I actually kind of like this manga. I thought it was pretty interesting. Very unique premise. So this is the same guy. This got axed. 5.4 is crazy. It was called Shadow Eliminators. Yes. I've read this. He's aggressively mid. But this guy does not have a good track record at all. Let me see some of the other stuff. Shadow Eliminators. He's come back for a second go around. You know what probably happened? He created Shadow Eliminators, which, in my opinion, has a very unique premise. Let me pull up Shadow Eliminators. Like synopsis. Actually, let me pull it up on here. So this is Shadow Eliminators. In my opinion, the premise is extremely interesting. But it got axed pretty quickly, unfortunately. And then like they had a whole like organization. Oh, you remember Shadow Eliminators too, Lonnie? Believed in fairness and order. One day, a free spirit named Aoba Koromori transfers to his high school, gets wrapped in strange disturbance. Can I just look at the manga? Am I able to just find it? Oh man. Here we go. Better. So this manga got axed after 19 chapters. 19 chapters. This manga got axed. It's good sauce. I thought the premise for this manga was super interesting. Front and back, where there's light, there is shadow aligned with the shape of a shadow. It exists in our world too. He had a mark. He can use his like shadow monster thing to eliminate other demon things. Like nothing crazy, but I found it interesting. So this guy came back after his manga got axed in 19 chapters. Yeah, it's like nothing. It was 3 months. Yeah. And then he came out with Kanato's magic. It's like, all right, let me run it back. And he went very basic with it. I think this probably has more leg room because it has the simple stuff. It has the cute girl character that people can simp over. We got the badass who's a absolute demon, and he's kind of hilarious, kind of like the Gojo types. And then we got a main character who has a lot of hidden potential and unique abilities, who also looks like Deku. So this probably is going to survive much longer than 19 chapters. 4.5 months. That I mean, I ain't mad at that either. We'll see. Kanato's magic. All right, One Piece. One Piece. New chapter. Time to read it. Interesting. I just will pay attention to see if that gets axed or not. The Elbath I dreamed of, 1172. Bon Clay in the cover. Reader's requests. Swans helping themselves to Bon Clay's makeup. Okay. Our foe is number 3, and their mission is to kidnap 10 giant children. One Piece was solid this week. We're finally back into present day. We're done with the lore dump. So I am excited to see what we're gonna do next. What's the direction of the story? I'm very interested. They mean to take the children to the Holy Land and use them as hostages to coerce the warriors of Elbas into being their battle slaves. How can a mere trio of humans run rampant over both the giant pirates and Mr. Ya? I'm sorry I failed you. Plain and simple. You say the children You say children, but these are giants, right? How are 3 humans our size going to carry these giant kids? The woman of the trio has a strange power using arrows. It seems that wherever these arrows point, the children are helpless to resist them. They're walking ceaselessly toward the port in the western village. If they get on the boat, they can lose us at sea, and then it's all over. And that's the true endpoint of the situation. Okay, just explain the situation to the Straw Hats. Nothing crazy by any means. But if that's all, then why can we not simply take back the children? One of the 3 is a man named Summers. I know him, unfortunately. A man with the power of the thorn fruit. The thorn man, he makes free use of vicious, spiky vines. I'm be honest, going through these, like everything that's going on right now, this explanation I feel like should have been done off screen, because Summers is really not a threat. And then Emu is the biggest threat. So, and Gunko's not really a factor either. This could have just been done in an email, man. That's all I'm saying. A man with the powers of thorn fruit. If he can make them invisible too and has warped them around the children, that means we can't pick them up. How sadistic. And he's talking to the giants like Hajradine. Is Hajradine going to come up with a plan? I don't know. I don't know about all that. It's hard to steal if we interfere with the children. Okay, all stuff we know. Another like hedgehogs. Top of that, the final member of the trio is most likely manifesting nightmares as real creatures. Children's greatest fears have come to life to prevent any attempt to save them. The irony is the children are simply walking the line of broad daylight, but we're unable to do a thing to help them. All due to the game created by 3 powers working together. Not so. We will save them. Seems quicker to aim for the 3 causing all the problems. Yushe, they're immortal. Yushe, they're immortal, but they're harsh to be away. Oh, he's just not speaking English. You say they're immortal, but there has to be a way to stop them, like trapping them in something, or crushing them, or eating them. Wait, what? What is wrong with this John right here, bro? I thought I was tripping. I thought I was dyslexic for a second. It says you say they're immortal, but there has to be a way to stop them. So I probably should have read it in that way. You say there's so he probably has like a gap in his tooth or something. You say they're immortal, but there has to be a way to stop them, like trapping them in something or crushing them or eating them. This guy is kind of crazy. Yeah, I agree with that. We're nearly up to the sun world. Interesting. They agree to eating people. Not ideal, huh? Huh? Something crazy is happening. Oh, this is a really nice spread. We got Oh, I should drink some of this protein shake. I'm hungry. Well, we have the dragons. Hadrian's getting spooked out. It's beyond anything I imagined. There's no limit to these nightmare monsters. Look over there. Hey, great Eric. This is a great panel spread. There's so much detail in everything that's going on here. I saw recently on one of the comments for the second account where some guy was like, One Piece fell out. One Piece fell off after Luffy went Gear 5. And I'm like, bro, come on. Dory and Broggy's crew was on board, but the monsters downed the ship as they fought back. Unthinkable. Is that Hajridin? Kashi, you're alive. We've been down in the underworld. Tell us what's happening. It's hard to believe, but I'll try to explain. They're just explaining everything we already knew. I guess it's a little recap, but Captain Dory and Broggy are going to kill Chief Jarul. You have to stop them. Everyone's gone completely mad. What about the children, Kaishi? Ripley's got a group chasing after them, but we haven't had any word about success or not. They should have reached the port by now. Oh, and you, Roto. What about me? Bjorn's there. I have to go. My brother's one of the hostages. Roto. Oh, he's going to go save his brother. I'll go with him. Yeah, me too. Gosh, which way's the school? Apparently Nami's group's near it. See that fire? That's the school and the library burning. Why are they on fire? You say that Dory and Broggy have gone mad. That's right. Please, you must hurry. Chief Jarul, life is in danger. You know what I always appreciate from One Piece that I think more series should adopt is like maps indicating where everything's going on, where everybody is. So we got Jarul over here. We got the castle over here. The current location of these individuals, I'm sure, and then Gabon. The library's over here. Soul's over here. I think if you probably zoom in, there's a Straw Hats over here. I'm guessing that this is the Straw Hats that are captured. This is probably Broggy. This is the children. And maybe these are children too? I just always like when Oda puts out a map out there so you understand where everything is in perspective. The Walrus School and an owl library. By the library, the Straw Hat crew. The library's burning. Chopper's still not back, and Brooke got some kind of idea in his head and ran off. They're taking the children. Get these arrows off me. Damn, I never wanted to see Master Dory and Master Broggy like that. Kill Jarul. Captains, please stop. Come back to your senses. Under the power of Dom, reverse side. The giant pirates head for the western village. Rescue them. We're coming for you, kids. Get those monsters out of the way. Awesome children. We're going to be at the port soon. And then, don't whine. You're warriors of Elbath, but we're not warriors. The western village. It's time to flee, Chief Jarul. There's no reasoning with Captain Dory and Broggy right now. I will stay. I have something to say to Elbath. No, you should flee if you wish. Oh, he's going to tell everybody about Loki. Makes sense. Makes sense. Hear me, Elbath. I wish I'd tell you everything before I die. Is that Chief Jarul? We got an announcement for the people. Our old liege, wise King Harold, wished to bring Elbath into the world government so that we might coexist with the rest of the world. Oh, Emo's listening too, but on the fateful day of 14 years ago, he was betrayed and denied his wish. Chief Jarul. I witnessed a demon slaughter Harold and the rest of his soldiers. Harold resisted, bending the knee and handing over Elbath to the demon. He fought and he died. What? I thought Loki killed the king. But if the people learned the truth, they would wise up in vengeance and become the war-firing nation that Harold did not desire. So I held my silence, which I think that's fair to hold your silence for peace. Loki, meanwhile, bore the rage of the nation upon his back and took it to the sea. He may be a tactless man, but Loki is innocent. Loki is free from all charges. A bit inaccurate, but a nice turn of events. Nicer than he deserves. This is interesting. And I kind of respect it. he didn't tell them the truth about Harold. So he still was not fully honest to the people. And sometimes that might be the best course of scenario. If you do tell them, their whole opinion about Harold might change. But he did say enough things, even though he was vague on a demon, to alleviate Loki from any blame, which I respect. Okay, here we go. The badass trio. Why is it being extra? Okay, we got the three individuals. Gunko's gonna be a simp magnet. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This fit is so short, bro. She's just panties and demonic long hair. Simp magnet right here. We got Summers, and then we got this dude right here. But today it seems that though they had given up initially, they once again require our massive power, and thus three demons have come in an attempt to take over our country. Yawn, I could take a nap and still complete the mission at this point. All right. Listen up, you devils. If you spare the children's lives, we will freely give up our culture and history. But if you think you've broken our spirit, you are sorely mistaken. Do not expect Harold's patience from us. You think you'll rule over us and enslave us? Who do you think you're talking to? Oh, talking recklessly to Emu. I'm sorry, children. I must ask you to cover your ears now. That's right, Drool. You tell him. The Elbaf I dreamed of doesn't bow to anyone. Usopp shouting like a fanboy. Okay. That the world is destined to be split in two as the Harley's prophecy suggests. Then Elbaf shall be an enemy to the world government. Do you think those thorns revert? Did you think that thorns, reverse sign illusions would cause us to submit to your yoke? I like that old man. 3 centuries ago, he was the strongest man on the sea. Wait, what? Jarul was the strongest man on the sea at one point? Okay. We weren't respecting his position. All right. Strongest man on the sea 3 centuries ago. Will never give into your rule. Am I wrong? All you proud warriors of Elbaf, you're damn right, Chief Jarul. Elbaf love is back. Why is Usopp going crazy? The Elbaf I love is back. Why? Fine, we'll just think of a way to undo these arrows. Like, why is Usopp acting like this? Look at Usopp's face. He's going crazy. Man, shout out Usopp, I guess, man. Protect the peace that Harold envisioned. We've caught up. Watch out. They don't trap you between them. I've got a plan. Ooh. So Zoro has a plan to deal with Broggy and Dory. Solid One Piece chapter. It was really just a recap and setting things in motion. But I'm not mad at it. It did what it had to do. Not mad at it at all. All right, let's go into some more manga. I'm gonna peep. Spy Family apparently had a crazy chapter. I'll let Spy Family breathe. I'll read it at a different point. Let's read some Ichi the Witch. It's been getting very down bad for some people over there. I think Ichi the Witch's ranking has been going down a little bit. That's unfortunate. Oh, we're getting a backstory on Minerva. Ichi the Witch, chapter 68. Minerva was born in a quiet little fishing village. The nearby seas were placid, and the villagers were genial. It was a normal rural hamlet with nothing special about it, except that one part where they offer a human sacrifice to the sea every 50 years. Ichi the Witch do not play. This is... Yeah, man, these people are crazy. We're so sorry about this, Minerva, but you're the only young woman with no family or set job. Please, we need you to be the sacrifice. Ride the Uchuro Burn or Uchuro Boon to the Time God. Our Uchuro Boon's a boat made from a hollowed cutout log. Okay. And so Minerva was enclosed to the Uchuro Boon and sent bobbing on her way to the far stretches of the cursed sea. What are you? And then she met the time magic. Our boy. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Rick and Morty. With that one girl who fell in love with the Birdman. That's what this reminds me of. Obviously more serious and not as comedic, but does remind me of that. The pendulum seas board the chronostasis. Why was a human inside this box? Rewind. Oh, interesting. He saved her real quick. She was feeling sick and he made her feel good again. Shout out the time, Anji. Time God. Oh gosh, are you really them? You really exist? I'm a sacrifice from the village. So please keep the seas calm. And since I'm a sacrifice, you're gonna eat me? I recall that moment clearly. The look on their face said, "What a pain in my butt." The look on their face. So this is the second time where when somebody was talking about magic, I guess their face is better than his face because they don't know if it's a he, and is better than its face. So I might be overthinking it. I'm thinking of like referring to it based off the idea that there's a multiple people in front of you, but I guess not. Croto told me to wait for now, and that he would return me to the closest harbor in due time. Kizashi has been loitering nearby. Them finding you is an annoyance. Okay. Again, we're using the word them. So is them just going to be the pronoun for magics in general? Them finding you. So referring to the octopus magic. Interesting. Kizashi. A pest with the habit of popping in and out of nowhere and annoying me. They often leave flotsam they've found behind. Your boat was in their latest hole. They truly are the most aggravating annoyance there is. A friend, maybe? I could rewind time to the point where you're back in your village, but affecting things beyond simple objects, like an entire sequence of events, requires an extreme amount of energy. Foreshadowing. This is foreshadowing. He's gonna rewind time and he's gonna get him. He's gonna die. This is 100% foreshadowing. Shout out the foreshadowing. It turned out our time god was a magic to manipulate time. There's an incredible person who could do all kinds of things little human me couldn't imagine. They were also a kind of a slacker, doing so while leaving your memories intact even more so. It would also take up a lot of time on my part. What are you doing? Cleaning. It's only inside the ship, but it's the least I could do to thank you for letting me stay for a couple of days. Unnecessary bother. My environs have little effect on me. I don't know what that means. But doesn't a clean room brighten your heart? No. Oh, can't you at least try? I don't understand. No, if I had some ingredients I could cook, I suppose I could acquire fish for you. Are you going to eat up? Magics don't require the same food as humans. Oh, that's too bad. See, I'm really a good cook. Everybody in the village loved what I made. Human. Don't you hate your village? They willingly sacrificed you. Why do you not cry or shout or proclaim your hatred for them? I can't say there aren't any hard feelings. I cried when they chose me as a sacrifice. Why me? I wailed. I don't want to die. But I knew if I ran away, they'd just pick someone else. I didn't like the thought of that. After a lot of crying and a lot of thinking, I saw a leaf wash out on a wave only to flow right back. I realized most of us born in the village died there, but I got to leave the village and die out on the vast sea. That made me think I might go to somewhere no one had ever been before, and all of a sudden it seemed like a big opportunity. Not that I ever expected to get taken in by the time god himself. So yeah, worked it all out and got over it already. I'll be okay. Besides, here I am, still alive. Life's too short to waste it on hatred. Is that so? That's a very good motto. Rerouting the way you perceive things to make it seem much more positive than it might actually be. Putting things into perspective is always nice. And then we see her hanging out with the Time Logic, the harbor. Things are packed. The cleaning's done. I'm ready to go. Thank you for letting me stay with you these last few days. It's a lot of fun, really. The best days of my life. Will you return to your village? Oh no, I haven't decided yet. I can make it on my own just fine. It'll all work out somehow. I'm sure of it. I'm sorry. I told myself I wouldn't cry, but I know you don't need anyone to cook or clean, but I promise I'll do my best to stay out of the way and not bother you. Please, can't I stay here with you? Oh, that's an endearing moment. So she started crying a little bit, and then she just started letting it go. She doesn't want to go back. She just wants to stay with him because of her prior life was so terrible. Ichi the Witch is some great characterization, some goat shit. This is gonna hit, and when this gets an anime, this moment's gonna hit. Some tears with some sad music behind the scene. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel that, especially when we know one of these people are gonna die eventually, very soon, actually. And then he just allowed her to stay with her, and they were hanging out together. The time magic and her, cool little situation. She was washing his feathers. They were chilling. They were vibing. They were reading together, watching the stars. Weird little couple. Chrono, where did you go? You don't usually leave for such a long time. Dirt, watch. And then he turned into a flower. Oh, it's pretty, isn't it? When we read that book, you said you wanted to see one. The season isn't right, but that matters little to me. Went all that way just to get one for me? Why? Because I thought it'd make you happy. Chrono got some Riz. Who would have thought such a very adorable situation between a bird man and and this girl who got cast aside, man. She kissed him. Look at the time magic blushing. Shout out Ichi the Witch. I love how your body feels cool to the touch. I love how you can be a warrior ward. I love how very big your hands are. I've never thought to myself, I wish you were human. You could be any creature in the world, and I love you all the same. You happen to be a magic when you found me. That's all. To me, you're special. Don't really want to overthink how he got her pregnant, but we just let it go. Let it go. It's adorable. My one and only beloved. I'm sorry, Crow. I couldn't protect your baby. I'm sorry. This episode's gonna be, bro. It's gonna be sad because it's not looking good. Our girl is about to die, or is she? Cool little backstory. Shout out Minerva. And then it happened. What I expected, not surprised about, but it's still very impactful. He will not abide by it as he starts reversing time to save her life. Set of the time magic. Rewind. Even if I must rewrite the laws of this world or destroy myself in the process, I will permit no timeline where meaning no longer exists. That's some goat shit. That's a fire freaking panel, by the way. That's a fire panel. Let's screenshot that real quick. Our boy saved her. Shout out Mine. Shout out Chrono. Actually, let me post these in the Discord real quick. Really good chapter. Very much liked it. Very emotional. Was it within my expectations? Sure, but that doesn't mean it's bad. by any means. Oh, why am I stretched out like that? Stretch res redeezy. Okay. Ichi the Witch cooking and bootleg Deku. All right. Next manga. What am I going to? Oh, I want to read Under Doctor, another chapter, Under Doctor. I want to see if it keeps up the momentum. I thought chapter 1 was good. Let's see if they can retain it. Under Doctor, I liked it. And now we'll see if they can come up with another good chapter. Chapter 2 and Normal Doctor. Then we'll check out Blue Lock. Then I'm going to watch some anime episodes off stream, obviously, because copyright. But all right, let's get into it. Dr. Ishiguro, I'll help you out. Let's succeed at this operation together. Get your BPM stabilized. Let's do our best here. Tumor discovered. Oh, he has an assistant. Manager. Sorry, Chiwa. I wasn't able to sleep on the plane, so I'm at my drowsiness limit. You're someone who nearly killed himself by taking a nap in the middle of the North Pole, Doctor, so I'm used to it. Sorry for all the trouble. All right, we got a badass manager. Gives me Integra vibes from Helsing. Okay. I wish I could see some improvement, though. If you die, Doctor, I'm the one they're going to yell at. I really owe you a lot, Miss Chiwa. Your work in Singapore went well. Yes. Oh, yes, I didn't have any problems, and I certainly didn't expect to get wrapped up in that incident on my way home. Oh, wait, what happened to the aircraft afterwards? I made the arrangements just as ordered. Your true identity was reported as being a talented detective who spotted the terrorists quicker than anyone else. Although some people were injured, no one died, and the aircraft arrived safely in Tokyo. Phew. I prioritize deal. I feel like this is a manga people are not gonna like because there's so much words, but I like it. This manga probably would just work better if it appealed to like adult audiences. Because in all intents and purposes, this is a lot of text. There's just a lot of text on the screen. I like it, but not everybody will. I prioritized dealing with the situation and didn't really put much thought into what would happen afterwards, so I was kind of worried. Doctor, as I told you on the phone, that made things very difficult for me. Even in the emergency situation, I appreciate if you did your very best to refrain from standing out. Understood. Since there wasn't too much damage, it probably won't become that popular of a topic, so what's done is done. Please just give yourself a good reminder of exactly who you are, Doctor. You are someone who lives underground. Haiji, the Under Doctor. So that's why he's called the Under Doctor. He's an underground doctor. Right. Thanks for all the help. Oh, you're welcome, of course, but you be responsible for all the costs that were involved with manipulating the information this time around. So please make sure you pay up. What? A lot of money has been paid out of the airline company, the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure, Transport, and Tourism, the Public Securities Bureau, various media outlets, and more. Would you like to know the exact number? No. She's bullying my boy. Still, I'm aware that you require copious funds for your research, so I'll pay some of it too. What? Do you have any idea how many hundreds of millions of yen were deducted from my bank account in a single day, Doctor? But don't worry, I'll prepare a mountain of work for you to do that can pay it all back. Of course, Miss Chiwa, ma'am. In fact, a job just came in for you, so we'll head straight there. Roger that. I'll do my very best, ma'am. I like this. I like this manga. I like the dynamic so far from the manager. It's very clear he's extremely important. It's very clear there's a lot of money being moved around for these type of operations. Forgive us for not taking our shoes off. This is Haiji, the Under Doctor. I'm his mediator and manager, Chiwa. We came to tend to some wounds. Are we in the right place? This guy looks like a little gangster. Okay. Kind of gives me Golden Kamuy vibes with his look. Got a gangster that the underdoctor is gonna save. I'm Kikota, the guy who sent out their requests. So you really do exist. So it's kind of deemed a myth. Do you have any identification? Yeah. How's this? Jun Kikuta, an investigator from the Public Security Section 9. Well, that's a relief. The request came from Public Security. But then I saw you had tattoos, so I was surprised. I had no choice but to get these for an undercover operation. Do you know of the Great Crane Gang? I've been searching for their drug smuggling route for several years now. One of their members caught me, and here I am. Give me back my ID. Oh, sure. Excuse me. It's blade-induced incision and puncture wounds. The cuts aren't a big deal. Time has passed since they occurred, and he's lost a lot of blood. Using his magic eyes, he's able to see all the wounds for his person. I wanted to hurry up and seal up your wounds. We'll perform the operation here. I'll bill public security for the costs. He didn't even check me. Just leave everything to the doctor, and you'll be fine. Public security trusts them as well. I did hear a rumor about how PS turns a blind eye. Oh, public security turns a blind eye to the medical records of some mysterious doctor. You may be skilled, but as I have no idea who you are, it's pretty nerve-wracking to know my life will be in your hands. Sorry, but I don't think I have time to explain everything. Doesn't seem like it'll be very reassuring if I did get an answer, even if I did get an answer. The doctor has godlike eyes that allows him to detect wounds and illnesses. He's also an expert surgeon. He's a highly skilled physician who saved countless lives. You can relax. Godlike eyes? Who the hell are you anyway? If I tell you I'm an Ashimori, does that answer your question? Ashimori. Oh, so she's a part of the crazy clan. Let's deep dive this little lore for our girl Chiyo. The Ashimori clan, mediators who've managed to work in the Japanese underground since ancient times. Yet no one knows how many of them are there, let alone their ages and genders. So she's his connection to public security. And Ashimori, it's my first time seeing one in the flesh. Oh, okay. All right. All right. People are outside. Oh, is our guy about to be a dog again? He's about to kill more people? The underdoctor? Not just one or two either. Maybe some neighbors. No one else lives in this apartment building. There's a safe house public security built for us to use during emergencies. The only people who could possibly be here now are them, the Great Crane Gang. I didn't call an ambulance because I didn't want to get civilians involved. Now I've gotten you two wrapped in it. I'm sorry. Shoko. Koki. I'm a detective. I'm prepared for this. You two need to run now. And then he's about to say something. We're not running, you know. What do you want to do, doctor? I'll deal with them. Get the operation ready for me. What the? He's just knocking them out with pressure points. One in the neck. Knocking them out. What the? Going outside. Knocking these people out very quickly. Oh, this dude's a savage. We got a demon. Wow. So you were undercover for 3 whole years. And more importantly, you're sure that doctor's going to be okay on his own? Layman shouldn't nitpick medical practitioners. Besides, you didn't worry. He's strong. Strong, even though he's a doctor. He's a strong person who became a doctor. Can't believe this. He's probably going up against several armed gang members alone with his bare hands. Due to my job, I've run into several monsters who've gone beyond the limits of common humans. Is he one of them too? Who the hell is that doctor? Who is he? Just a normal doctor. It's true that he's strong, but he always does his very best to save the patients he encounters. He just does what he can, like any other normal doctor. He's also a meddler who's chronically sleep deprived. All done. We can begin the operation whenever you're ready. This doctor is a savage. I want this to be an anime. I feel like this will be a very enjoyable anime. Don't get axed. Please, Japan, like this manga. I think it's pretty cool. Please, Japan, do not hate on this manga. I've been getting into a lot of fights daily recently. Thanks for the hard work. Mr. Kokota, currently your body is heavily burdened by the bloodlust you suffered. Think about who you want to meet, what do you want to do, where you want to go once you're better, and use that as motivation so that we can overcome this hardship together. Who is he? Just a normal doctor. I could stand with any pain if it means to see them again. His kids, his family. Yo, his family kind of looks a little weird, though. Oh, look, I'm be honest. No shade to his family, but like they do kind of look a little weird. A little weird looking family. Shout out though. They're everything to me. Please do your best, of course. Several days later. No, I want to keep playing. Nope, Dad has work stuff to talk about. I want to say bye to him. See you tomorrow, Dad. I'll play with you tomorrow, too. Okay. Thanks for playing with me, Haiji. It's Mr. Haiji. Sorry, I know you just came to check up on me. I didn't mean to make you entertain my kid. It was fun. Seems like you're doing well, so I'll take my leave now. Okay, thanks for all the help. I really can't thank you enough. Seriously. You have my gratitude. Thanks to you, I got to see my family again. It's my job, so you don't need to thank me. I'll be heading back to work afterwards. I need discharge, so I can be counting on you if something happens to me again. You're going to nearly kill yourself again. I'm expensive, so please prioritize your safety. Take care now. What this manga needs is they do need that one character. A good example is in Gangsta, to say it properly. In Gangsta, both the two individuals are very capable. And then there's that one random woman that grounded them to make them more relatable. She was from a very infamous clan. Underdoctor is obviously a demon. So they probably need that new character, whether it's like, I don't care if it's a guy or a girl, to be honest, to ground the Underdoctor a bit more to make him relatable to the average audience. I like him, but that just because I like something doesn't mean that the average Japanese fan will like it as well. Shout out Underdoctor. All right, time to read some Blue Lock. Yes, we're reading some Blue Lock. Blue Lock. All right, it's kind of cold. Let me turn up the heater. Okay. All right. Blue Lock. Let's see what Isagi, the number 2, has up his sleeve. Following the clash head on, the Japanese blah blah. Rin versus Loki. Oh, going back and forth. Rin goes by Loki. Loki catches up with his crazy speed. Rin comes back. He's about to shoot. Okay, they're going crazy. Loki uses his agility to get in the way and slows down the shot. Loki a demon, This boy Loki a demon, Hugo got it. So close. Hugo's super ball keeps France commanding a goal. For real? Could it be that even that just now was predicted? So Ren actually got the shot off despite a Loki. And Hugo's the one who saved it. Nice. Super keeps France reading Rin's trade of wanting to shoot while gliding. Loki limited the shot course and Hugo blocked it. Thanks, Sasagi, for telling me. That's not sarcastic. I think that was a good observation. No, it's not just that. Even the tactics that Blue Lock prepared, as well as our individual abilities, everything has been logically understood and grasped. Talents placed in the right place, bringing out 100% performance, an aptitude-based elite collective. Can we win against France? What's interesting is, can Asagi do this to bring out the 100% of everybody's individual talent? That's the question. But in order for Asagi to do something like that, he can't be focusing on his own goals as a striker. He would be fitting better as a midfielder. That's the calculation. You guys are strong, Blue Lock. If you take the diligent collective mindset culture of Japanese football and mix it with the individualistic philosophy of everyone aiming to be the world's best striker, you create a hybrid team that takes the best of both the collective and the individual. Your coach is an excellent individual who has made that experiment a success. But this is as far as it goes. Talent, 66%. Environment, 33%. Luck, 1%. These are the ratios of the elements that decide a match. At least that's what I believe. But in Blue Lock's case, it's a team that's been barely winning by Asagi Yuichi pulling in that 1% luck, right? So we won't let a situation where that luck can happen. This is the ultimate way to crush Blue Lock. You know what I kind of find interesting about this statement in particular? About Blue Lock only winning because of Asagi's ability to obtain luck at the last moment. I think that is why I've never been fully convinced on Asagi's skills. Because if you think about it, it is Asagi taking every opportunity to maximize a single moment. And of course, when you go up against teams that are legit skilled, that's not always going to work. Hey, I might come around because I've had issues on things, but the way now that we're entering elite competition, the way that they were explaining how to deal with elite competition, I do think will determine, for me at the very least, whether Blue Lock is the greatest sports manga of all time. I think this is a very interesting turning point with this tournament. I'm here for it. I'm locked in. Just try it, you big talking jerk. That quick irritation and snapping back at me is proof it was right on the spot. Like Hugo's saying everything I would want to say to Asagi, and I'm loving it. And also, your team has a serious Asagi Yoichi dependency. The Japanese team is currently growing on the premise of your endless new ideas. In other words, paradoxically, you're not allowed to stop thinking and evolving. If you stop growing, the team will collapse. Interesting. He does. Yo, Hugo might be my second favorite character in Blue Lock. I'm loving the way he's analyzing the saga right now. The heavy pressure is creating impatience within you. That makes your play easy to predict and easy to crush. Besides, at this point where you're feeling pressure in the situation, you're just not fit to be number one. Because if you were the number one, you should be able to joyfully enjoy this moment where you are the center of the world, shouldn't you? Yo, Hugo is fucking cooking. Yo, he's cooking Asagi right now. Shout out to number 2. If Asagi Yoichi, and this is the make or break for me when it comes to Blue Lock, if he just goes, I'm gonna surpass my limits and beats Hugo, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm just not gonna be happy about this. Oh man, we'll see how this plays out though. Shout out the number 2. Hugo's in my top 3 right now. He's cooking. He's cooking that boy. He's cooking that boy, Asagi Yoichi. How will Asagi get past this? In that regard, and it's interesting that this match against France is not about Loki as like the prime figure. Hugo's the one doing all the talking and analysis. In that regard, our Loki's the perfect fit. Born with the world's best physical abilities and never doubting that he'll become the world's best striker. His mind and body are in perfect sync with his aptitude. He's a natural born number 1, and I'm going to produce that. The sea of you that couldn't be reached alone. I want to become the world's best number 2. That's what Nasagi should be for my boy Nagi. You of all people should understand Nasagi Yoichi. I don't mean second place. I'm talking about overseeing and manipulating the organization from the second highest spot, being the one who understands the number 1 better than anyone else and equal being. Come and be the number 2 Asagi Yoichi. If you live out your destiny as the number 2, Blue Luck can still become stronger. But you go, you can't be saying all this shit and then lose to Asagi. I'm not gonna lie. But if you keep chasing the dream, becoming the world's number 1 striker, Blue Lock will be destroyed right there. I hope they're destroyed. I'm rooted against Blue Lock. I'm sorry. To be fair, Hiyori did say he was going to bring out Asagi's talents. So what about that? Isn't Hiyori supposed to be Asagi's number 2? All right. Some cool stuff. All right. I have some anime episodes to watch. I only had to watch Frieren, the new Fate episode, and then the new Fire Force episode. So appreciate everybody who tuned in. Y'all have a good one. Take care. Peace.